Hello, everyone. I'm John Davis, Community Relations Director with the Oxford Park Commission. To my right is a very familiar face, Miss Debbie Swindoll. How are you, Debbie?
I'm good, John.
Debbie has probably been on, you help me out now.
Okay.
I know I'm younger, but I think you've got a steel trap mind. I think you have done at least 3 interviews plus a live with us.
I have.
Okay.
I have.
And we have big ratings when Debbie joins us for a video. So I was doing, we're up here in the second floor of the Coach Howell Center. It's an extremely sunny day. You've come in from the courts, and I'm doing a story to preview both Lafayette and then Oxford for the high school tennis season.
Right.
Can you believe it's already here?
We're excited.
You're excited.
We're excited.
You're always excited about tennis.
Always excited about tennis.
See, she's got her Lafayette stuff on.
I'm ready.
I was out at Ole Miss last night, so I kept on my Ole Miss shirt. Well, let's start with that. I mean, high school tennis is literally, you have a preseason this weekend.
Exactly.
What is your first on the books match?
My first on the books is Monday at Pontotoc, Valentine's Day.
Oh my gosh.
So it's on us.
Oh my gosh. So how are the kids taking that, playing on Valentine's?
Look, I didn't give them a choice. I just schedule it and we're going.
They're at the point probably where the dating aspect, like college, is a totally different deal. So it's not as big of a deal. Or if you're married.
Right.
Are you getting something on Valentine's?
I hope so. Arliss, you better be watching.
Arliss, you better get her something.
That's right. You better be watching.
All right. So your first on the books match, February 14th. We were kind of talking about the depth and I more so experience.
Right.
9 out of 12.
Right, 9 out of 12 returning off my varsity squad. It's probably
State champion varsity squad.
Yeah, probably my most returning group that I've had. But the three seniors I lost were huge cog because they'd been with me for 5-6 years. And had played. But I'm feeling pretty good.
Well, I'm not going to completely spoil my writing, my story that I'll have, but she feels good about the team, and she goes into detail with it. We'll talk a little bit more about them, but even more importantly, I think from an OPC standpoint, because you do a ton with us here related to OPC, you don't just use the courts, you teach for us, and then this complex out here. It was almost 2 years ago.
Yep.
We've almost been dealing with COVID 2 years ago. Tennis was the first to get cut because you lost?
We were
you lost
matches. We lost the whole season in 2020.
Yeah.
We were 5 matches in, so it was tough.
It was tough.
It was tough.
You probably don't forget, but you probably don't try to remind yourself about having to discuss that with your team, right?
Right. It was tough because I had, oh gosh, John, I had 7 or 8 seniors that year. So.
I mean, I'm sure there was just. They were like, what?
Yeah.
We got to stop?
Yep.
I mean, how did you prepare yourself for that moment? To tell them you're done?
Yeah, I kept always thinking, and thank goodness the high school association kind of kept our hopes up that maybe, we would get back in, but you never can prepare for that. I mean, it's unprecedented, as far as the pandemic.
It was supposed to be a
that.
2-week reset.
Right.
That's what they said. Pause, 2-week pause.
Right.
And then it turned into, we're not doing anything.
Yep. 2-week pause until 2 months, and we're not playing the state championship.
But having said that, the silver lining of it from an OPC, even a Debbie Swindoll standpoint, was tennis was the first sport to return.
Yes.
Because it was outdoors.
Yes.
Because at that time, nothing was ever even thought about being done inside. We were shut down OPC-wise, and y'all were hosting tournaments.
Yep, we were hosting tournaments. I think we... maybe right after it was shut down till the end of May, and thank goodness
late April, May is when I think we kind of
started getting back, and I will say that I'm blessed because the city and the Board of Aldermen really thought it was healthy to bring tennis back and people doing things outside. So we as a sport are really blessed that that's the one thing, and our kids could keep playing. So and tournaments started coming back when everybody else was kind of in, just because it was an outdoor thing,
right,
which was great.
Right. So no state tournament 2 years ago, no chance for a state championship. That's a team you thought could win it.
Very
likely.
Very likely.
Okay. You win it this past year. A little bit of a vindication, a little bit of redemption kind of thing.
A lot of redemption because, like I said, graduating that many players from the COVID year, it was kind of a lot of unknowns and a lot of plug-in places, and so
When did you kind of know, okay, this team could do it or will do it? I don't know which one's the right way to ask it.
probably halfway in the season last year, I
Halfway?
felt like, we were losing a lot to 618, but we were competitive, and we actually won some individual matches against some schools that we normally don't. So I'm like, well, maybe we're legit. Maybe we can do this.
By the way, everybody, she's playing an even tougher schedule this year. If last year wasn't tough enough, I think the 27 Yankees are on there.
Yep.
She's decided to make it tougher. So, and I guess the good thing is you're ready, for playoffs.
Yep.
Like, this team is good and we got a chance, or we're going to have to really get some matchups, right?
Right. So when you play that tough, there's nothing that's going to seem tougher when you play a lot of the schools that we play, and a lot of that goes to say that it's beneficial for us to be playing at the same place through OPC with Oxford, because they want to come in and play more than one match. So we kind of pony up on Oxford High, and it's really helped us out tremendously.
Well, building on that, the state championships for individuals are still here at the FNC Tennis Center. 20 matches, the largest public facility in the state of Mississippi. Everybody shows up. Everybody loves to come up here because they think they're going to get an advantage when they come up here again at the end of April.
That's right. That's right.
I mean,
and they want to come play
here
at our venue,
right,
to get I know Newton County, a lot of them schedule that.
Yes.
Northwest Rankin, they schedule trying to play so that their players are familiar with the surroundings, and that matters, because we did the same thing playing in Northwest Rankin tournament, playing at Bridges. So if we get to that championship match, we're used to that
right
venue.
Right. So it's not just a state tournament. Over 500 kids have come and competed here. Last year we had over 500. We were live right when we were starting. That was one of our successful videos with Debbie. This is a residual effect that lasts throughout the year, starting now, in regards to high school tennis, because you've got teams coming up to play you and Oxford, but also they'll continue to come up here and play tournaments with us.
Yes.
And we've got 8 tournaments on the books again.
Yes.
Again, nobody else has got more except maybe in Jackson, but they've got...
Not at one place. Yeah.
She knew exactly where I was going.
Not at one place.
Not at one place. So I think that's the whole key components here. It's compartmentalizing how you market it and talk about it and communicate it. This center is all-encompassing in terms of high school, tournament play, and then, of course, the little ones.
Instructional.
Mm-hmm. So what else? What else are we kind of excited about for this tennis season?
What else are we? I'm always excited about.
She's always excited.
So anything we do, whether it's adults, starting new people, starting a new league for recreational players.
I would tell you this too, everybody. She told me Will Swindoll, her son, and Ryan Mounts are going to come back.
They're going to come back along with Ashley Smith Holcomb, who had been with me as a player, but
she's been with you like forever.
Yeah, she's been here forever. She was on my first team. It was her junior year when I was there. So
12 years, she told me. This your 12th season?
This will be my 12th season.
I can't believe it.
So, I'm getting younger though.
You're getting more attractive, more beautiful. All right, so Debbie Swindoll getting ready for high school tennis. Of course, the only thing is that you're not teaching.
Right.
But she will be back.
I'll be back in May.
Once we get done.
That's right. I'll be back in May.
That's a promise, right?
Ready to go, always.
I love
my little guys.
Is there an age, tennis-wise, that you just kind of see them click? Is it 8, 9?
Yeah.
Or 10 even?
When they start, I think, depends on the kid, but I do think, 8, 9, 10, when they're really kind of starting to be able to compete a little bit and get some serves in. So I definitely think, that's kind of when it starts to click for them. And I do think, junior team tennis that we do with the young kids at the young age.
That's come back
that's
come back.
Yeah.
Amanda
Urbanic's doing a great job with that. We have a lot of young kids.
And they won the 10-year-olds won a state championship.
They did. They went to sectionals. I think they may have come in second at sectionals. So
they went over to Georgia, I know.
They did. Went to Rome, Georgia.
Yeah, second. They were second.
Yeah, so that's a fun little avenue. But I just think it's, for me, the excitement is, you got people out here 80 years old playing, 70-something. Then you've got Coach Ashley with the 3-4-year-olds. It's just a lifetime thing. I see parents with kids, they're out here hitting. It's a lifetime thing. So
it's always busy at the tennis center. It's always busy here at the OPC, and Debbie is always at those courts.
Always come out here any afternoon.
Sunday is the only day you don't really come.
I don't come on Sundays a lot.
Okay, so it doesn't come on Sundays.
But other people are coming because right now they're getting ready to. League tennis is big here for adults. So not only are we high school tennis and instructional stuff, we've got adult leagues, men and women, that they have a lot of teams. They play a lot. So, I mean, these courts are. You come out here at 3:30 or 4 o'clock and you can't even hardly get in the parking lot.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Parking lot's very busy later in the afternoon, so be careful out there, by the way. All right, Debbie, I'm going to let you go. I know you're busy getting ready for the season. Appreciate your time. I will have a story out, a little bit more depth on the team. And anything else before we let you go?
I think we're good. Just keep following and
come
keep
watch the doors.
Tennis.
Yeah, come watch the doors.
Commodores.
Commodores are out here a lot. I'll actually post the schedule too as well. But they're out here a lot. It's free to come in. They love your support. They're always on courts 1 through 8.
1 through 8 with instructional programs in the middle and Oxford Highs in the
back.
So it's tremendous. Bring your kids out. I think that's the best way for them to see kind of what's going on.
And state championship-wise, you've got 2 now. Oxford's got, 12, 13? So, I mean, you're talking about two schools now that have multiple championships, multiple great players, 2 outstanding coaches. I don't think there's 2 better coaches in the state of Mississippi. And you can go all the way from DeSoto County down to the coast, and everybody knows you and Lewis.
We're probably 2 of the older seasoned coaches. I can say that.
Regardless, they know you.
And it's great because we get along so well. I mean, we are blessed. I'm blessed to have him. We're blessed to have the kids and the parent support. But it's not as much a rivalry. We support each other.
Yeah,
that's a neat thing.
It's really, and Oxford and Lafayette have done an outstanding job with the sportsmanship aspect over the last several years in all sports. I mean, there was times back when I was a younger guy and covering, the football game got really testy at times. But the tennis has always been a fantastic relationship amongst the parents, amongst the players, amongst the coaches. And they really are the gold standard in that regard. Right. I think you've really shown everybody that it can coexist. And I'm going to tell you this, too. I've never said it on public like this. I've told different people. If you leave the state of Mississippi and you went to New York City and you told them where you're from, first off, they wouldn't even know where you're from unless you say, oh, well, where Eli's from or Ole Miss. But they wouldn't think anything differently. They would look at you the same way, whether that's good, bad, or indifferent. And I've always said that, when you wear your colors, if you're Oxford Lafayette, when you leave here, you're all the same. Y'all are you're more similar than you realize. And I can tell you this, the further away you get from this place, they're going to look at you regardless, even if you think you're different.
Right.
So it's all about where your mindset is in relation to where you live, how big your sphere is.
Right.
So you and Lewis, outstanding job in that regard, and I don't think there's any doubt the tennis programs, I mean, y'all have cheered for each other.
Oh, yeah.
Like you've walked over and, when you're still playing each other. So it's a great atmosphere here when they play together. And if you're not, even if Oxford's not playing and they're here, it's still a fantastic atmosphere. Come watch them. We'll root for Debbie, hopefully get a second straight championship.
Right.
That's the next accomplishment.
Second in a row.
Second in a row. That's what I mean.
This will be our third.
Yeah.
For me and Lewis, we're trying to win it the same time, the same year. Very daunting task, but we're pushing towards that goal of trying to both have state championships, team championships here. So, and it's always possible. We're always possible. Always possible.
All right. Well, she's Debbie Swindoll. I'm John Davis. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.